Okay, so someone told me that the last 2 pages that you guys added to your review weren't on the video that was posted in Google Classroom, and so that's a problem. So I'm going to add these just in case. So number 4 says, which equation is an equation of the line with a slope of -3 and a y-intercept of 10? So remember, when we've got our equation y equals mx plus b, m is our slope and b is the y-intercept. So if m is the slope, so -3 should be by x. So I can go ahead and eliminate d and a. And a y-intercept b of 10, so positive 10. So it's got to be plus 10. Then number 5, it says ACB and CED are similar right triangles that have been drawn on a graph based on the information. Which of the following is not true? So we talked about how similar triangles, when they share the hypotenuse, when their hypotenuses lie on the same slope line, they're going to have the same slope regardless of how tiny or how big the triangles are. If the longest side of the triangle is on the same line, they have the same slope. So we need to keep that in mind when we're looking at these answer choices. So we're looking for one that's not true. So A says a right triangle with hypotenuse AE has the same slope. So AE has the same slope as the hypotenuse of CED. Well, same slope, I already know that that's true. So that can't be my answer. So B, the slope of hypotenuse CED is less than the slope of the hypotenuse of ACB. We just said they should be the same slope, so I'm thinking maybe that's my answer because that is not true. C works it out for you. It does the slope formula and works it out and sees that they have both -10 slope. That is true, so that's not going to be my answer. D, the slope of hypotenuse CED is the same slope of ACB. That is true. So really B is the only one telling you that anything different than the fact that they have the same slope. Number 6, find the slope of the line that passes through the points H, 5, 0, -5, 0, and 6, 8. So when we're looking for the slope and they give us those 2 points, we want to use that slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And I want to label those points x1, y1, x2, y2. So then I can plug them in. So 8 minus 0 on top of 6 minus -5. So I get 8, 6 minus -5. That cancels out and makes a positive 11. So when you do that in your calculator, if you can't see that minus 11 is going to cancel out, do it in your calculator and make sure you do both of those things, minus and negative. That'll give you the right answer. Okay. Number 9, the graph of a line is shown below. So we want to find the rate of change, which is the same as slope, and the y-intercept, so where your line crosses the y-axis. So that's the first thing I want to look at, is where the line, crosses the y-axis. So here's my y-axis, here's my slope line. So it crosses about right here. And so what point is that at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Positive 7. So that means it's either got to be A or D. So I'm going to get rid of B and I'm going to get rid of C. And looking at the slope, if I look at the left side of my graph and the slope is going down and to the right, then that means I have a negative slope. So really just from that, I could eliminate A, since A is a positive slope and D is negative. But just to make sure, my rate of change, 1, 2, 3 is my rise, 2 is my run. So -3/2. So the answer should be D. Then on number 10, the senior class is selling sandwiches for a fundraiser. The graph below shows the profit in dollars the senior class will earn based on the number of sandwiches sold. And we want to know what the slope of the line shown in this graph is. So since they give us these points, I think that's the easiest way to use them. So there's no confusion, there's no accidentally counting squares instead of digits. And so we can use that slope formula. That'll be a little bit more accurate. So y2 is 24, y1 was 6, x2 was 4, x1 was 1. So 24 minus 6 is 18, 4 minus 1 is 3, and when I divide those two, I get 6. So $6 per sandwich.